You already know. When you see me starting the video with a drink, you know that the day didn't go well, right? Sometimes I wonder what God had in mind when he was making humans. You know, some smarter than others, some prettier than others, some taller than others, some shorter than others, some skinnier than others, some fatter than others, you know. Lighter than others, darker than others, blue eyes, hazel eyes, brown eyes, blonde hair, dark hair, red hair. And I wonder if God had a plan to pit one particular person against another person. Like, this human being will hate that human, but then God is not about hate. So it's a whole oxymoron in itself. Why is there such a thing as hate in the first place? Because right now, I am detesting, this is beyond hate, detesting a coworker of mine who I really wish I didn't have to call him a coworker, because I don't work closely with him. But apparently, when it comes to his mail, since of course I'm in charge of separating the mail, distributing the mail. And when I say distributing, I mean everybody has a mail slot with their names, and so I just, I have to separate, and I have to go, this goes to Joe, this goes to Jack, this goes to Jill, So, seeing that humans will make mistakes every now and then, because I'm far, Lord knows Jesus, I'm far from perfect. But apparently, when it comes to your job, sometimes your boss expects you to be perfect, or another coworker that, not that you have to answer to, but you have to distribute mail to, they expect you to be perfect. And, God forbid you give him a piece of mail that doesn't belong to him, then he fucking, hits the roof. Instead of, you see the piece of mail, you see the mail slot, why don't you just put it in the mail slot? It's not like I do this on an everyday basis. I don't make mistakes with your mail on a daily basis. But the way he was talking to me today, you would have thought that every single time he picks up his mail, there's either somebody's mail that doesn't belong to him, I'm giving somebody else his mail, which is so not the case. But today Nancy could do no wrong, or no right with this particular asshole's mail. We're talking mail. We're not talking IRS. We're not talking FBI. We're not talking the government. We're not talking the White House. We're not talking presidential. We're talking about mail that you get. And last I saw, your name is not on the door. So you getting all uppity about one piece of mail that doesn't belong to you? Earlier, months in, when I was starting, I would make occasional, because I was still new. And frankly, I haven't even done a full year yet, so technically I think I'm still new. He would call me and say, okay, about my mail, could you this? Bitch, you just one person. I've got to answer to 35 to 40 people's pieces of mail. And now you want to get specific with your mail instead of just me putting your mail in your mail slot, and you do whatever the fuck you want to do with your mail. today. When I do the mail, and there's a lot of people that I have to distribute to, my desk is only but so big. So I'll put so-and-so's mail over here, I'll put so-and-so's mail over here. And sometimes the mail gets to be so much, especially on Mondays, and apparently today, it's a lot. My desk is oh but so small. So if I have like 2 pieces of mail, and I separate, now this is Jack and this is Jill, and then here comes Tyrone, okay? So now I'm putting the mail this way, but sometimes one slides into the other, and then when it's time for me to distribute, I forget that Jack and Jill are separate, and I put maybe Jill's piece of mail in Jack's slot. Well, apparently that's what happened to this asshole's mail. When I started, he would call me on the phone and say, why did you give me so-and-so's mail? And I said, did I? I'm sorry. I'm still new to distributing. Okay, well, could you be a little bit more careful because, I don't want to get anybody else's mail. Okay. That might have been month 2 that I was in. Right now, I'm in month 8 or 9. I think 8. And I've been getting really good. Full moon must have happened last night for today to go wrong. He got a piece of mail that was not his. I did not realize that I put this other person's piece of mail in his mail slot. His mail slot is here. The other person is right here. All you have to do is take that person's piece of mail and just put it there. What's the problem? You go in the middle of the floor of where my desk is with everybody else and decide to make a scene and try to humiliate me because of a piece of mail. And I did the mail late today because there really was not that much, but enough. So I let hours go by before I finally distributed to make it look like I was doing something and to make 5 o'clock come really fast, which as it turns out did not come fast enough because I distributed the mail at 4 and I was done by 4:30, which means I had a fucking 30 minutes left to still kill. So I'm thinking, all I can do is just answer the phones. But the phones were very quiet, which they usually are. Thursday and Friday, they become very quiet. An occasional ring here, an occasional ring there. So, the fax machine that doesn't work is on the side of my desk. I put my phone here, and I turn over, and I start playing on my phone. Not a problem. Didn't get in trouble about that at all. He comes and berates me in front of everybody. And by this time, it was 4:30. 30 fucking minutes left. I'm thinking, whew, it's 4:30. I'm sighing. I've got, 30 minutes to kill, and I'm out the door, and the weekend begins, and I'm going to leave in a good mood. Apparently, this asshole had other plans in mind. The piece of mail that wasn't his, he comes waving. Do you, and loud, do you see whose name is on the envelope? Does that look like my name to you? First of all, I wanted to say, who the fuck are you talking to? Like that. But I didn't. I said, by the way, no, it's not your name on the envelope. Then why is it that it was in my mail slot? I said, oh, I don't know. And now I'm starting to get loud. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake like humans do every now and then. By the time I said every now and then, he was already walking away from me. So you can come and berate me, but when I answer you back, you walking away? Why the fuck is that? Why is that? Five minutes to 5. I got up. I put my coat on. Good night. Oh, good night, Nancy. Good night. I don't know what they were saying after I walked out the door. I don't give a fat baby fuck. I'm this close to calling in on Monday. But I'm going to go into work on Monday. I'm not going to, you're not going to mess with my paycheck like that. No, boo-boo. No. You make more money than I do. Granted. You a hoity-toity lawyer, as old and ancient as you are. Apparently, the job of being a lawyer doesn't have age limits. Or maybe you don't make that much money. That's why you still working. So Monday, when the mail comes, I may take all day to do the mail. Because first of all, Monday's mail is a bitch. That's number one. Number two, I don't want to make the mistake of giving you somebody else's mail. And sometimes, I guess, the name on the mail doesn't really go to the name on the mail. It goes to somebody else. So now I have to fucking play detective to figure out, well, this mail says it goes to so-and-so, but it really doesn't go to so-and-so. It goes to such and such. Okay. If that's how you want me to do the mail, so you don't get somebody else's mail by mistake, or whatever the case is, all I know is sometimes the mail comes at 11:30, sometimes the mail comes at 2:30, whenever. Lately it's been coming in at 11:30. Like I said, Monday's mail is a bitch. If I have to do the mail from 11:30 until I go to lunch, come back to lunch, and come back from lunch because we only get a 30-minute lunch break, come back from lunch and the mail is still not done and I'm still distributing the mail, I don't want to hear anybody say shit. No. Why isn't the mail distributed? Because I don't want to make any errors of giving anybody else the wrong piece of mail and get, berated for it. So I'm really, watching for the crossed T's and the dotted I's to make sure that I deliver the mail to the right person. Am I not doing the job right? Because I don't want to, make any errors. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to make any errors. So, I'm sorry that you're not getting your mail as fast as you used to, but I have to be extra, super extra careful that You know, X doesn't get Y's mail and Y doesn't get Z's mail. So I don't want to hear shit. I couldn't go into the weekend feeling good because somebody always has to fuck it up. And like I say, when I get mad, it takes me a while to calm down. So this happened at around maybe 4:15. I had to tick, 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 wait until 5 o'clock. When I walked out, they were saying goodnight to me because I wasn't about to say shit. Good night, Nancy. Good night. Good night, Nancy. Good night. Lips of the day is an NYX lip gloss in the shade Frosted Plum. Matches my headband, matches the colors in my shirt. People, you know why I do this, right? Because there's a glob of lip gloss that's gathered on the stick. I'm sure everybody's well aware. But that's a good amount of lip gloss. I'm not going to waste that. And here's the kicker. It figures that this would happen in an attorney's office. It's not like I've never worked with attorneys before. I should know that there will always be an asshole, if not 2 or 3. But him, Mr. Particular, I remember when I was much, much younger, like in my 20s, first starting, like out of college, and you getting your first couple of jobs, and you getting fired from them or whatever. I used to be so frightened of getting fired. But you know what? Not that I'm wishing it upon myself. This job, it's the perfect location, going to work and coming back home. 30 minutes, done. Of course, we only get 30 minutes of lunch. There's always got to be something. There can't be such a thing as a perfect job. There's always got to be something, if not someone. If it's not someone that gets under your skin, it's something. So I got 2 of them. My lunch, 30 minutes, and people, certain people at the job. My paycheck is nice. The distance is nice. I am trying my best not to rock any fucking boats. But people insist on, making the waves very, very, very stormy. So my boat gets rocked no matter what. And I myself am not trying to rock any boats. But people are rocking mine. I'm not happy. So this is NYX, and the lipstick is called, or the lip gloss is Frosted Plum. Number 21, Frosted Plum. That is Frosted Plum. And this is Frosted Plum. It's shimmery, but the shimmers, as you can tell, they don't really. They don't really. Plus, I'm in gloss season and gloss mode. I don't really do a lip liner. So there you go. And that is that, with that, upon that. Partner in crime and I, we're going to go out tomorrow, But plans have changed due to the weather. It's not going to be a pretty day tomorrow. So we're going to move it to next Saturday, which actually works in my favor because next week I get paid. So I'll put some play money aside, and then come next Saturday, please let the weather work in our favor so we can at least go have some fun. Okay. Okay. Oh, and another thing, I don't know what kind of brush this is. This kind of brush right here. Can y'all see that? This kind of, it's kind of a tapered up here, but it kind of feathers out a little bit. It's an eyeshadow brush. Where the hell was I? This is the best eyeshadow brush. Because you know what it does? It picks up the eyeshadow lightly. Like, it doesn't pack the eyeshadow. It gives me a nice coating of eyeshadow. So I do have eyeshadow on, but it's coated so lightly. And the eyeshadow that I have on is a L'Oreal. Oops, there we go. L'Oreal eyeshadow in the color Glistening Garnet. I have worn it a number of times. I have shown you a number of times. This is Glistening Garnet. With this brush, all I do is this, and it picks up just a little bit, and I use it as an eyeshadow. This is the best brush ever. Where the hell was I? Late to the party. Am I not always late to the party? People are packing up. They leaving. The band is packing up their gear. They're getting ready to put their materials in their vans. Here I come. Party over. Here I come. Hey, this is an eyeshadow that I could use with this bitch. Where have you been? Late to the party. Anyway, just wanted to share. The eyeshadow that I am wearing is a L'Oreal Infallible in Glistening Garnet. This is Glistening Garnet. And it's so light. Oh my God, it's just so light. It's light, but it still makes a statement. Like, you could see the shadow, but it's a whisper of shadow. It's not bam in your face kind of a shadow. And I love it. I needed to work in cosmetics. That's what I really needed to do. Too late. Anyway, that is that with that upon that. In case you're interested, yes, I do have a little bit of blush. The blush that I am wearing is Sleek in the shade, what is this shade? This is Pink Parfait. Or is it Pink Teeny? Well, this is Pink Ice in the middle. It could be, it's either Pink Parfait or Pink Teeny. Anyway, it's this one right here. Very light. There it goes. You could barely see it, but you could see it. You could barely see it, but you could see it. Love. Well, actually, my bad. This is the blush. This is the blush that I'm wearing. My bad, people. You know I'm what? I'm still upset. I am still freaking upset. Where is the eyeshadow that I was wearing today? Oh, and another thing I have to talk to you about. It's that kind of a day. Years ago, I had bought an It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination, and it was not my shade. It was in the shade Rich. Well, now they made a shade Deep. Love it. It goes on so smoothly, people. It Celebration Foundation Illumination. This is in the shade Deep. The last one was Rich. It was so bad that I think I wore it once and I threw it away. And it's a It Cosmetics. So you know I just threw away money because It Cosmetics is not cheap. Okay? But this is in the shade Rich. And although this looks a little messy because it chipped. Apparently I don't have any luck with this. It chipped. Yes, I chipped it by mistake. But it's in my shade. So I really don't care. Love it ever so. Love it ever so. It's so smooth. It goes on very, very smooth. So, It Celebration Foundation Illumination. There's also another powder called Celebration Foundation. I want to get that. Even though I have the Illumination one. The Illumination has a little bit more of a glow. Nothing... It doesn't have sparkles or anything like that. But it just... Do you see my face? It's glowing a little bit. I don't know what's in this powder. But I like the look that it's given me. So I'm very, very happy about that. What was I talking about? Was I talking about the eyeshadow or was I talking about the people? I was trying to tell you about the eyeshadow. Didn't I tell you about the eyeshadow already? I think I told you about the eyeshadow. I already told you about the eyeshadow, didn't I? Nah, I can't find it. Here it is. It's the L'Oreal Glistening Garnet. Didn't we discuss this? Am I repeating myself? Yeah, this is what happens when I'm a little upset. And I showed you this. This is Glistening Garnet. I need to husa. I need to husa. And you need to just chill, Nancy, because you're repeating yourself. You getting all excited. I am excited about this, though. What? Celebration Foundation Illumination. Full coverage, anti-aging, hydrating powder foundation. Swirl your favorite It Cosmetics brush. Who gonna get a It Cosmetics brush? Them things are like $45, $50? No. I have a similar brush that they're... It's this brush. It's a flat top brush. Swirl it in there. Pack it on. Okay. Brush into compact, then buff onto your skin. Repeat for additional coverage. Allow skincare and primer to fully dry before applying. It's no different than any other powder foundation, people. But there is a little bit of a something. There is something happening here. I like whatever it is that's happening. I like the look of this. Like I said, there's no glitter or shimmer or anything in this powder. But there's something happening. And I like it. And that makes me very happy. So if I keep talking about it, maybe I will. My blood pressure will lower because after coming back from work and dealing with that asshole, you know, I just need to just cool it just a little bit. So me likey the look, me likey the eyeshadow. The blush is... Didn't I show you the blush? I showed you the blush, right? It's from Sleek. It's either Pink Parfait or Pink Teeny. This one. And I also put a little bit of a highlighter here and a little bit of a highlighter there, which is the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Rose Gold Lights. I love this. I love this highlighter. I really, really do. I absolutely adore it. So that's it, people. I really think I'm done. Hold on. This. I spoke to you about this before, didn't I? People, save your money. Because what is this? What is this? Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Where? Luminous. Where at, though? One time only. I tried it. I'm not fond of it. I am going to finish it, but never purchase this again. This is Tatcha. It wasn't cheap. Okay, but oh, Nancy had to have it. Oh, I want to try it. Oh, it says Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Oh, it's going to give me the glow. There's a glow. I suppose it helped a little bit. I suppose it helped just a little bit. But I've had better glows with other setting sprays. So, thank you, Tatcha. This is the spray that I'm going to be using until it's finished. And I will find another Dewy Mist setting spray. Okay, people. Just put this away over here. I really do have to go. I really do have to, I need to, loosen the sisters and I'm going to just YouTube my life away until tonight. And I'm going to look at my girl, Natalie Love, because she does the curses as well, but she curses, I think, a lot more than I do. But she's a very real person. Love her so much. Anyway, her videos are exactly what I need right now because her mouth is probably going to say how I feel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm going to just change into my comfy cozies for the spring and summer that we are in. Well, sort of, kind of. And just power down. I need to power down. Partner in crime and I were going out tomorrow, like I said, but the weather doesn't seem to be wanting to cooperate. I think it's going to be raining all day. So we're going to change our plans for the following weekend. In case I've repeated myself, I'm so very sorry that I have. But I just wanted to let you guys know. It's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think of everything that I've been talking about. And I will talk to you Monday. Okay? Have an awesome and a safe weekend. And I will see you on Monday. Mwah. Bye now.